you could be asking yourselves, well, if there's no CBA agreement, why would the owners even send them contracts? Why would the team send these players contracts? They're not going to accept it. There's no CBA agreement. Well, once you start showing them money, they're more likely to say, BS, money talks, BS walks. Once you start showing them contracts that they could possibly...
Money talks, BS walks. That's not just a saying in the WNBA right now. It's the strategy. What we just witnessed shows something the league won't admit publicly. They're trying to break union solidarity by dangling contracts in front of individual players. This is no longer about good faith negotiations. This is psychological warfare with dollar signs.
Let's take this a step further. If I'm an agent, I am using this, and when I'm going to my player, I'm using it to tell them how much this would translate to on the CBA deal that the owners currently offered. So let's say my name's Kelsey Mitchell, for example. Boom, here's 400. The Fever are offering you a 400,000 max salary contract. You know, Kelsey, if you guys would accept that deal, it's really a 1.2.
Think about what's happening here. There's no new collective bargaining agreement in place, and the players haven't agreed to any updated terms. Yet the league just told every WNBA general manager, send out those free agent offers anyway. Show them the money. Here's the brilliance, or some might say the manipulation, behind this move. Once a player sees an actual number on paper, and their agent calculates what it means under the owner's proposal, that unified front starts to crack. Suddenly, solidarity doesn't feel so solid anymore.
Wherever she's going to sign, her agent comes up to her, hey, so-and-so's offering you 300,000. If we translate that to the deal that you guys are currently turning down, that's really an $880,000 deal. Oh, well, I didn't think about it like that. That's what's going to get these players to jump. If they start equating what the offer is to what that new offer could be that the owners are laying out there.
Let's break down exactly how this works. Imagine you're Kelsey Mitchell. The Indiana Fever just offered you $400,000, the max salary under the current CBA. Your agent sits down and says, Kelsey, if we take the owner's proposal, this isn't just $400,000. It's really $1.2 million. That's triple the money. You've been standing strong with your union sisters, talking about solidarity and fairness, but now $1.2 million is right in front of you. How strong is your resolve?
Once they start getting shown actual dollar signs and figures, it's going to be much harder for them to stay united on this front. Let's talk about it. Miami. When the clock strikes midnight on Friday night, the third deadline in negotiations between the players and the WNBA for a new collective bargaining agreement will have come and gone with no deal. The league won't turn into a pumpkin, but negotiate.
The WNBA hit its third negotiation deadline on Friday night, January 3rd, and still, no deal. Both sides have now entered a status quo period, meaning negotiations continue while the terms of the current CBA remain in effect. Under U.S. labor law, the league must allow teams to send qualifying offers under the expired agreement. But here's the twist. The league could have agreed to a moratorium with the players' union, a full pause on all free agency activity until a new CBA is finalized. Multiple sources told Front Office Sports that the league actually proposed this moratorium just 1 hour before the deadline, but the union rejected it. And now, we're watching the situation unfold in real time.
Yet in place, WNBA officials spent the past 2 days calling general managers and executives from every franchise to tell them that the status quo period means they can send out qualifying offers to free agents beginning today, sources told Front Office Sports. So my question is, today, January 11th, how many players got calls from their agents saying, look, Chicago Sky are offering you this. The Las Vegas Aces are offering you this. The Los Angeles Sparks are offering you this. The Connecticut Sun are offering.
The WNBA missed its third negotiation deadline on Friday, January 3rd, and still no deal is in sight. Both sides are now in a status quo period, meaning the league operates under the old CBA while talks continue. By U.S. labor law, teams can still send qualifying offers under the expired agreement. But here's the twist. The league proposed a moratorium, a complete freeze on all free agency activity until a new CBA was finalized. Sources tell front office sports the moratorium was suggested just 1 hour before the deadline, but the players' union rejected it. Now, the WNBA is moving forward while the negotiations hang in limbo.
Thinking that, this actually is a lot of money that we're turning down here. Indeed. The article goes on. The same sources told Front Office Sports they viewed going through the motions of free agency without a CBA in place as pointless. Well, what that also could do, that can give a player an idea of what their value is on the current market. Do teams see me as a max level player? Do teams see me as a mid-level player? Do teams see me as a...
Here's the thing the WNBA owners understand, but some players haven't fully realized yet. This isn't just about the dollar amount on a contract. It's about what that contract truly represents. Take the Indiana Fever as an example. They're offering mid-level deals to free agents right now. But for a player considering that offer, it's not just about the salary. It's about playing alongside Caitlin Clark. And what does that mean? That mid-level deal instantly transforms into a seven-figure opportunity when you factor in off-court marketing, endorsements, social media growth, and brand partnerships. Simply being associated with Caitlin Clark and the Fever elevates your entire profile.
You see Lexi Hall, Sydney Colson, Sophie Cunningham, Malia Boston, Ari McDonald, Kelsey Mitchell. All these players are benefiting off the court just being associated with Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever. There's also another issue going on here. Ramona Shelburne points it out. While it doesn't seem like there are many immediate consequences to another formal or informal extension on the CBA talks because training camps don't open until April.
Just look at the evidence. Lexi Hull, Aaliyah Boston, Kelsey Mitchell, Erica Wheeler, Nalissa Smith. Every single one of these players saw their off-court opportunities skyrocket simply by sharing a roster with Caitlin Clark. Even Sophie Cunningham, who isn't on the Fever, became a household name thanks to her on-court interactions with Clark. Sydney Colson went viral overnight. That's the multiplier effect. Teams can pitch contracts to free agents all they want, but that base salary is just the starting point. The real money comes from endorsements, social media, and exposure, all tied to being around Caitlin Clark.
Consequences to another formal or informal extension on the CBA talks because training camps don't open until April. I'm starting to hear increasing concern about how this delay could affect scheduling next year. In other words, if there's no CBA, there's no schedule, and arenas start to give dates away to other events. This is a great point that Ramona brings up. WNBA game, Jonas Brothers coming to town. WNBA game, Luke Combs coming to town. WNBA game, somebody else coming.
ESPN highlighted a huge issue. While the CBA talks drag on, training camps don't start until April. That delay isn't just inconvenient. It threatens next season's schedule. No CBA means no confirmed schedule. No schedule means arenas start booking other events. Think like an arena manager. The Jonas Brothers want 3 nights in June. Jelly Roll is touring and needs your venue in July. Meanwhile, a WNBA team is supposed to play there, but with no labor agreement, there's no schedule. Who do you book? The act that guarantees ticket sales, merch, and packed parking lots. And the WNBA owners are fully aware of this reality. The clock is ticking.